let's say you don't really know about Islam. Okay, this is the United States is a predominantly Christian country. You don't really understand Islam.
Google it. The first answer that comes out to Islam, the first answer that comes out on Google, Islam, the meaning of Islam, we preach for peace.
All right, yo, your answer's amazing. All right. Okay, so there are 7 countries included in the ban, all right, that we're talking about. Okay, so we talked about Syria already. Now, what countries are missing? What countries are missing that you think are responsible for contributing
The
to
main
ISIS?
ones that so-called did the attacks.
All right, 14 out of 18 of the terrorists responsible for 9/11 were from Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Okay. Why do you think those countries? Okay, first of all, why do you think those countries are not included on the ban? And secondly, do you think those countries should be included in the ban?
Well, why? I don't really care, and if I think that they're supposed, I don't think there should be any ban at all. That's it. Just period.
A lot of countries.
Like, why would there be a ban? Like, bro, like, listen, if you hire people in the airport to do their job, to make sure, like, people come from where, what's their intentions, this, that. People are hired for, certain positions to do their job for that. So if the airport's security is weak and lame, like, maybe you should focus on just, like, hiring people that's more fucking acknowledged and more educated and pay a little more money on those positions. Like, what the fuck? Like, that would be a lot more better. Like, why not have a fucking Fed or like FBI agent, whatever.
So we got customs and border patrol. Those are so customs and border patrol exist, right? There is in fact a wall in certain places along the Mexican American border. Like there are parts where they build a wall just to keep people from jumping the border, bro. And then there are cops who patrol that. Those people are part of customs and border patrol. All right, so that shit is real. It exists already. There is already a wall in certain places, and to be honest, there's parts of it that have like water, like rivers that flow through it.
With this.
No, I'm getting there. All right, so there are parts that have like rivers that flow through it, so they're like naturally their own part of the wall. You know what I mean? Because you can't walk across a river.
Basically, the answer to the question is I don't think there should be a ban. Period, because there's always a way in. Like our number one thing in this country is fucking fraud. So if they're dumb that they can't fucking deal with people doing credit card fraud shit like that, imagine passport fraud shit. Like people getting identical. Like trust me, there's people that knows how to make identical passports.
Do you think
ways of going in that people won't people won't even fucking.
What I'm trying to get to, Hassan, is do you think it's smart to say, okay, we know that there are these terrorist groups try to mix their way in with the refugees. We know they do that. Okay, so do you think, knowing that, I mean, because not every person who calls himself a Muslim is actually about peace. All right, so knowing that, like these so-called ISIS Muslims, okay, so knowing that, do you think it's smart to say maybe we should stop letting these people in for a little bit and kind of make sure that we're 100% sure they're not terrorists? Because it only takes one.
That's a smart question, because in a lot of countries they would do that, and guess what? They don't. And the first country that does that is the country that's about like every culture, the country of freedom, the country of Muslims, Jews, Hindus, whatever you want, atheists, whatever, you're all welcome. So I don't know. Basically, like this country is the first country to like do some. I don't know. It's confusing. It's a confusing topic. Like
yeah.
It's hard to answer that.
Okay. All right.
But
granted.
I think this country, they should definitely, that ban should, no. They should not have done that. That doesn't defeat anything, because people, listen, if the terrorist wants to really fucking do what he wants to do, you think he's not going to get funded by his little organization that's making fucking millions and millions of money, whatever the fuck that's being funded? They will find the money and the way to get here to do what they have to do eventually, obviously. Like, that's not going to stop them. They can always go the other way. You think that the organization is not going to be like, you think the organization is not going to be like, okay, they put a ban here, let's send them over there with a different passport and send them through there, like this and that. Like, like there's always smarter ways to do shit, I think, from their point of view. Obviously, they're not fucking stupid.
Right.
So this ban, I don't know, it defeats the purpose, and that's what they're trying to avoid, because if this shit's going to happen, it's still going to happen.
All right.
Pretty much.
So let's say, all right, and I have one last follow up question.
Is it? Right.
All right.
Thirsty, that's some coke.
Lucky.
All right, that's a good Coke. Some latte, some chai tea.
Yeah. That's a good name. That's a good name to be, right?
Some mango
Bad
lassi.
Muslim on the Coca-Cola. Trump would be like, let me see that bad Muslim.
Yo, all right. So let me ask you this, okay? If from a Muslim perspective, all right, what would you do if you, let's say you were President Hassan, okay? You were President of the United
President
States.
Ali, bro. President Ali.
President Ali.
President Ali.
You're president.
That'll be the day in America.
Oh.
President and then Ali.
What would you do? What would you do to stop what they call, what is known as radical Islamic terrorists? Okay, and I use the term that way because that's how it's used, but we both know that it's not. It's an oxymoron. You can't be a follower of Islam and a terrorist.
If
okay.
Islam, the Muslim people are responsible for the terrorists.
Well, what would you do to stop them? What would you do? What would you do to stop it?
So
Yeah.
if Muslims and like Islamic people are the ones that they so-called think is the ones that's causing all the trouble,
can't be too
I would
loud.
reach out to all the Muslim countries, set up basically a government meeting between them and find a way of peace. But they don't want to do that because they make money off of war. That's it. And without war, there's no money.
Wow.
And that's it. Everything crashes. Our economy, our countries, this, that. People gotta die for them to make money.
Very good.
That's the realest answer you'll get.
Do it again. Light the
Do
just
what?
light the
I'm trying
fucking
to-
cigarette.
You ask what you gotta ask, and I tell you what you need to know. What you gotta tell me, Mike?
All right. So thanks for being here. I wanted to just start off by saying thank you for allowing the people to share your perspective. Okay.